All right, folks, today we're diving into something really fascinating. Let's call it the art of asking. Navigating cultural conversations. Understanding different cultures can really open up a whole new world for us. And asking the right questions is like having a map in this journey.
Wow, that's super interesting. So, how do we even start those conversations about culture?
Great question. One of the best approaches is to ask direct questions like, can you tell me about your country's culture? It's simple, effective, and actually opens the door for richer discussion.
Oh, right. That makes total sense. But, what if someone doesn't know how to answer? I imagine that could be awkward.
Exactly, and that's why I always recommend following up with something specific. For example, you might say, what's a traditional festival in your culture? Festivals are usually good jumping off points because there's often a story or a personal experience attached to them.
Oh, totally. Imagine if you asked someone about their favorite holiday. They might go on to tell you about this epic celebration.
Yes! And during Diwali, for instance, people light candles and burst firecrackers. It's vibrant and full of life. By asking about these celebrations, you're tapping into emotions and experiences that people cherish.
I can see how that could lead to some great anecdotes. But, sometimes different cultures have lots of customs, right? What if there are things you should avoid saying or doing?
That's crucial. Understanding local taboos is just as important as knowing what's celebrated. Touching someone's head is a big no-no in Thailand. If you didn't know that, you'd totally put your foot in your mouth or, your hand.
Wow, that sounds a bit scary, honestly. What about greetings? How do people typically greet each other in different countries?
Excellent point. In France, for example, it's common to greet friends with kisses on the cheeks. But can you imagine not knowing this and just sticking out your hand for a shake? You could end up in a comical situation.
Haha, that would be so awkward. What do you think could happen, culturally, if someone made that mistake?
Well, it could lead to misunderstandings or, at best, a good laugh. And that's actually a beautiful side effect of cultural exchange. Everyone gets a story to tell.
Ooh, I love that. So, what's one question you'd always recommend? What could really spark a fun conversation?
I'd say a question like, could you teach me a greeting in your language? Can really open things up. When people teach you something personal about their culture, it often leads to connection. Plus, who doesn't love practicing new words?
Right. That's almost like a mini language lesson. I once tried to learn greetings in 5 different languages, and let me tell ya, I mixed them up so badly.
Haha, that's the beauty of learning. It's all part of the experience. And if you're, say, at a dinner party, knowing some of those greetings can make you feel much more at home.
Ugh, yes. Speaking of, how should someone actually behave at a dinner party in a different culture?
It can vary so much. For instance, in some cultures, it's polite to bring a small gift, like fruit or sweets. And in others, you need to wait for the host to invite you to eat. It's like playing a game of social chess.
Haha, let's just hope I don't accidentally start eating before the host says to.
Exactly. And that's why being curious and asking those questions is key. It helps you navigate those unspoken rules and truly enjoy the experience. Just the other day, someone asked me about a custom from my own culture, and it sparked a conversation about family roles.
Oh man, family is such a big part of culture. I feel like there are so many layers to uncover.
Absolutely. Just think about it. What you value in family dynamics can shape your entire worldview. Getting into that can uncover some profound insights.
So to wrap up, what's the main takeaway? How can our listeners start these conversations?
Just remember to be open and ask questions that make people feel valued. Showing genuine interest, like, what's the biggest celebration in your culture, can really strengthen bonds. And always, always be ready to listen and learn.
Wow, thank you. This is like a cultural adventure in words.
You got it. So here's to navigating the colorful tapestry of human connections around the globe. Thanks for joining us, folks. Don't forget to subscribe. And let's talk about this again next time.